Well, is the race for the White House now on new footing?
The day after Vice President Harris and former President Trump squared off, the Harris team is already asking to debate again.
All right, Fox 5 Sharon Crowley here now with the fallout from the big night. Sharon.
All right, guys, now both candidates are pivoting to the general election and how to win over those very important undecided voters in swing states. And many are still asking today, will there now be another debate?
I thought we had a great debate last night.
President Trump saying today he'll consider but won't commit to doing another debate with Vice President Harris.
Are we going to do a rematch? I just don't know.
The historic and at times contentious debate was a chance for both candidates to win over that relatively small group of undecided voters.
She doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes.
Let's talk about what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. Professor Laura Tamman teaches political science at Pace University, and she says going forward, each candidate will still need to work to win over undecided voters, but using different strategies.
I think that what President Trump needs to try to do is to tie Vice President Harris to the Biden administration's record on inflation.
And for Vice President Harris?
I think it's more about articulating her vision and putting more details in front of voters about exactly what she thinks and how she wants to get things done. We haven't gotten to know her that well yet.
With just a few weeks left until Election Day, candidates will be considering the unknowns, like global unrest, including what's happening in the Middle East. It could shape the outcome of the election. That, along with issues like the economy and immigration, are on the minds of many voters as we move closer to Election Day in November. And here's some numbers to get your head around. There are just, get this, 55 days until Election Day, and those first ballots already going out in Alabama, and some other states are on the cusp of early voting. So really, the race arguably is underway.
Yeah, it's already happening.
Without a doubt, of course. And right last night after the debate, Taylor Swift made big news by officially endorsing Kamala Harris.
That's right.
And this morning, Donald Trump was asked about his reaction to that. What did he have to say?
The unmarried cat lady, in a reference to the President Trump's
cat lady.
That's right, childless cat lady. I'm sorry. Yeah. So President Trump, as you would expect, right away, he brushed it off and said that he actually prefers the endorsement of the Kansas City quarterback's wife, Brittany Mahomes, who has said she's a supporter of the Republican Party. So we'll see. He says he's fine with that.
Yeah.
He knew she was a liberal, and that's that. So we'll see.
Yeah. To be expected. All right, Sharon, thank you so much.